Oh, the global-local debate. Yes, I know this is a tough one because you would love to have all the best content for your local market. But look, it's really hard to keep up with everything in the marketplace, and something is better than nothing. So if you have something from the global team that is worth giving to your clients and prospects, you must deliver it to them. That being said, it's also really important that you speak the language of your market, and you should contextualize at least the content that you're delivering to them for your audience. And that means the niche you serve or the clients you're going after or the language you deliver it in, even if it's from global and let's say it's in English, but you need something that contextualizes it locally in your language, you should do that. So if you can create your own content, go and do it, but something is better than nothing. And I always suggest you contextualize the content for your audience. You'll make a bigger impact and still have the content you need to be successful. I think that there are very different types of consumption kinds of content, meaning think about your audience and the kind of content you're delivering. For example, if you're trying to decide between video or a PDF, well, you should choose video if you have something to show them. So if it's a highly technical demo or you want to show them a physical product, video is going to be much better for that. But if you want them to really dive into the feeds and speeds, the tech specs for some specific product, well then a PDF is probably the right thing to send. So don't worry as much about how much it will be consumed. Worry more about the kind of content you're delivering and what medium you can use to best serve their needs. And that'll help you answer that question. So I can't tell you if PDF or multimedia, video, audio is better. It depends on the situation and what you want to get across. Oh, that dreaded first page of Google. We would all love to be on the first page of Google for every keyword in the world, wouldn't we? It's just not going to happen. And for most of us, it's an uphill battle, and it would take a huge amount of time, effort, and energy to win that search game. And when you win it, by the way, you don't always own it for very long. So here's what I recommend. I recommend you always start with the clients and customers and prospects you've got. Send them the content you've got and make sure it's valuable to them. And if you're creating more content, that's great, distribute it, but don't worry about search. Make sure you're using content from outside of the content you create. If you're using third-party content, credible content that's insightful, interesting, and is focused on helping your clients and prospects be successful, then it doesn't matter where the content comes from. It's more important that they see you as the conduit of that content. So there are lots and lots of opportunities and brands like TechTarget that actually create such great content that it's worth leveraging theirs, and that will help you build trust instead of trying to keep up or win the search game. Personalized content will always be more successful than non-personalized content. So if you can afford the time and the effort and the energy it takes to contextualize and personalize some of the content you're sending to your clients, you should make sure you do that. You should at least spend the time to understand exactly what the content is you're going to send them and how much you can personalize it for the smallest audience possible. That might be that you could create one thing for 3 or 4 clients and it'll work for them, but don't just blast everybody with the same content all the time. If you've got a really good ABM strategy, you should spend the time to make it matter to them. All right, here's the deal, salespeople. I know you have a lot of sales calls to make today, but just take 60 seconds, 90 seconds to actually humanize the person you are about to call. Just do some basic research to start into who they are and what they care about, and find out what kind of content your prospect is consuming, and you can do that in 5 or 10 seconds. In addition to that, you should be using all of those content consumption cues. The stuff that they are consuming will tell you a lot about how to make that content and that call valuable to them. This is not the call about you. This is a call about helping them be more successful. And if you can find out what their hot button issue is today, this week, or this month, because you see a trend in what they're consuming, you will be much more successful in getting that first appointment. And that first appointment is your opportunity to build trust for the long term and to close the deal. So I just suggest that you use the most basic tools to start, and understand their content consumption habits. There are plenty of really powerful tools out there that can make you more successful on that first call than you've ever imagined. But it comes down to you being willing to spend the 60 or 90 seconds it takes to get inside the mind of your client.